Hi guys, welcome to story time. I'm gonna sing Three Little Monkeys while we wait. Alright, got three little monkeys, 1, 2, 3. They're swinging in a tree, teasing Mr. Alligator, can't catch me. Along comes Mr. Alligator, quiet as can be, and snatches that monkey right out of that tree. Two little monkeys swinging in a tree, teasing Mr. Alligator, can't catch me. Along comes Mr. Alligator, quiet as can be, and snatches that monkey right out of that tree. One little monkey swinging in a tree, teasing Mr. Alligator, can't catch me. Along comes Mr. Alligator, quiet as can be, but smart little monkey runs away free. He didn't get eaten. Oh no. Three little monkeys swinging in a tree, teasing Mr. Alligator, can't catch me. Along comes Mr. Alligator, quiet as can be, and snatches that monkey right out of that tree. Two little monkeys swinging in a tree, teasing Mr. Alligator, can't catch me. Along comes Mr. Alligator, quiet as can be, and snatches that monkey right out of that tree. One little monkey swinging in a tree, teasing Mr. Alligator, can't catch me. Along comes Mr. Alligator, quiet as can be, but smart little monkey runs away free. Alright, we're going to get started with actual story time. So we're going to start by looking for our friend Piggy behind these books. What colors are they? What's this color? Red and orange and yellow and green and blue and purple. Where should we look for Piggy? Let's look behind the red book. Piggy, Piggy, where do you hide? Are you behind the red book? Let's look inside. No Piggy. Where could she be? What about behind the green book? Piggy, Piggy, where do you hide? Are you behind the green book? Let's look inside. Oh, who's that? It's Pigeon. All right, what about the purple book? Piggy, Piggy, where do you hide? Are you behind the purple book? Let's look inside. Oh, there she is. We found her. Do you think anybody else is hiding? Let's keep looking, see if there's anybody else. Piggy, Piggy, where do you hide? Are you behind the blue book? Let's look inside. No Piggy. Piggy, Piggy, where do you hide? Are you behind the orange book? Let's look inside. Oh, who's that? It's Gerald. Gerald the elephant. There's nobody behind yellow. Okay, we're gonna read this story and then I'm gonna show you how to make a craft. So this is my garden. My mother has a garden. I'm her helper. I water, I weed, I chase the rabbits so they don't eat all the lettuce. It's hard work and my mother's garden is very nice. But if I had a garden, there would be no weeds and the flowers would keep blooming and never die. In my garden, the flowers would change color just by my thinking about it. Pink, blue, green, purple, even patterns. Look at those sunflowers. There's plaid. That one's swirly. There's polka dots. And if you picked a flower, another one would grow right back in its place. Oh, that would be nice. In my garden, the rabbits wouldn't eat the lettuce because the rabbits would be chocolate and I would eat them. If I planted seashells, I'd grow seashells. If I planted jelly beans, I'd grow a great big jelly bean bush. That would be exciting. You could just grow jelly beans in your backyard. Sometimes in my garden, good, unusual. Do you know what unusual means? It means like strange or weird. Things would just pop up. Buttons and umbrellas and rusty old keys. That's a crazy garden. In my garden, there would be birds and butterflies by the hundreds, so that the air was humming with wings. Look at all those things flying around. The tomatoes would be as big as beach balls. That's a really big tomato. And the carrots would be invisible because I don't like carrots. Now, I love carrots, but I don't really care for tomatoes. So maybe my tomatoes would be invisible in my garden. At night, the morning glories would stay open, shining like stars. Morning glories are a type of flower. And the strawberries would glow like lanterns. Oh, they would light up. It's night now. Only the fireflies and the porch light are glowing. Before bed, I take one seashell from the shelf in my room and go to the garden. I poke the seashell into the ground. You know what might happen? I cover it up with dirt and pat down the dirt with my foot. Do you think she can grow seashells in her garden? What are you doing? Asked my mother. Oh, nothing, I say. Just working in my garden. Look, her seashell. There's like little roots coming out of her seashell. The end. So could you really grow all of those things in your garden? No, but it's fun to pretend. So I'm going to show you how to make this pinwheel craft. So you're going to need a piece of paper and a ruler and some scissors and some crayons or markers if you want to color it, and a pencil or a straw might work, and something to write with too, and a push pin or a straight pin. And you're going to cut your paper into a 6x6 square, and then you're going to use the ruler to draw lines from one corner to the other so it makes an X in the middle. And then you're going to measure 2 3/4 inches from the corner into the middle. See, like I have a little line. And then you're going to cut that so that your paper, it's only cut 2 3/4 inches. And then, so then it's kind of like triangles. Like you have these triangles connected. And then you're going to pick one corner of each triangle, the same corner, and you're going to fold them in. So I'm going to choose this corner. I'm going to fold this in and this. Fold this one up and this one. And then you could tape these down in the middle if you wanted so that it would hold them together. And then this is a little tricky if you don't have tape, so you might want an adult to help you. You're going to take your push pin or your straight pin and you're going to stick it through all 4 corners and through the back so that they're held together. Try not to poke yourself like this. So I use scrapbook paper. Scrapbook paper is typically a color on one side and then white on the other. So you could use that, or you could use all white and you could color it. So once you have your push pin through, it's coming through the back, you're going to stick that into the eraser part of your pencil. Or you could just stick it into one end of a straw. I think a straw would work. I didn't try it. I don't know if I got them all. And then you have a pinwheel. And we use a push pin or a straight pin so that the paper can still move. Because if we just like glued it to the eraser, then it couldn't spin around. Or maybe if you have Legos, you could try using some Lego pieces to make like if you have a Lego wheel so that it could spin, and maybe you could tape the paper to one of those guys and do that to make a pinwheel that way. No, I've poked too many holes in my paper and now it's just if you wanted to put it outside, you might want to, I don't know, maybe you could use some like plastic or something, I don't know, because the paper would get wet if it rained outside. But also, since we read a story about a garden, sometimes bunnies or birds or deer, maybe if you live somewhere where there are deer, might come and try to eat stuff out of your garden. So you could put pinwheels out so they would spin around and it would scare the birds away. Or maybe some people use like pie pans. Like if you don't have a fence, maybe you don't have a top to your fence and the birds could still get in it. Okay, I'm gonna play the ukulele. Make sure it's in tune. Everybody stand up. Everybody sit down. Everybody stand up. Spin yourself around. Everybody stay up. Hop up and down. Everybody stop. Now sit back on the ground. If you can hear me singing, give a thumbs up. If you can hear me singing, touch your nose. If you can hear me singing, clap your hands now. If you can hear me singing, tap your toes. Everybody stand up. Everybody sit down. Everybody stand up. Spin yourself around. Everybody stay up. Hop up and down. Everybody stop. Now sit back on the ground. If you can hear me singing, give a thumbs up. If you can hear me singing, touch your nose. If you can hear me singing, clap your hands now. If you can hear me singing, tap your toes. Everybody stand up. Everybody sit down. 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 Everybody stand up. Spin yourself around and spin and spin and spin and spin and spin and spin and spin. Everybody sit down. Thanks for joining me this morning. Bye.